Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the balanced data slate that's just been published today, and I'll be picking out all the good news for the Astra Militarum. Lots of good stuff to look at in this balanced data slate if you're an Astra Militarum player, and very cool to see the Leman Russ featured on the article promo pick as well. So I'll go through, grab all the Astra Militarum sections of this and we'll go through it in detail. But I don't think it's good news for everyone. Eldari and Tyranids are taking a little bit of a hit in some areas, but for the Imperial Guard, it's brilliant. So let's get started and we'll take a look now. First up is Armour of Contempt, and it says that each time an attack is allocated to an Astra Militarum vehicle model, worsen the armour penetration characteristic of that attack by 1. There are some conditions to this that won't affect Astra Militarum except for the one condition at the bottom, and it says that models that are under the effects of any other rule that worsen or reduces the armour penetration characteristic of an attack. So this rule does not apply if that is in effect. So this is great news. Now we can reduce that armour penetration by 1. So I'm really happy with that. This is going to be great. Having the 2+ save is really nice, but now when we get attacked with those -3 and -4 AP weapons, it's not going to be quite so bad, because it does suck when you get that -4 attack coming in and then you've got to roll a 6 to save it. So yeah, that's going to be really helpful now. And that +2 is for the Leman Russ, but even for the other vehicles with the higher save characteristic, this is still going to be brilliant. Next, we've got Indirect Fire Weapons, and this is a weapon that can target units that are not visible to the bearer, and then if such a weapon targets a unit that is not visible, then each time an attack is made with that weapon against the target this phase, you worsen the ballistic skill characteristic of that attack by 1, and add 1 to any armour saving throws made against that attack. Now, if this rule came into place for the Astra Militarum, this would suck for our mortars and wyverns. But the good news is that for the Astra Militarum, attacks made with indirect fire weapons are unaffected by any of the indirect fire weapon rules that we just went through. That's so cool. So now not only are we going to be getting that extra protection if the enemy can't see us, but we can still hit them without any of those downsides coming into play. If you like to bring in some Tempestus Scion units to your Catachans or Cadians, then you're going to love this next rule update. The Hammer of the Emperor rule is changed, so there's a designer's note on that, and this was a great addition. Having those 6s to automatically wound the target has been brilliant, a game changer, but now, with the designer's note, it tells us that Militarum Tempestus units will benefit from this rule if they are included in an army alongside other Astra Militarum units, for example Cadians or Catachans. But if they are from a Tempestus Scions regiment, they must all be from the same Tempestus Scions regiment in order to gain this rule. This is really great, so now we can bring in those Tempestus Scions. They're going to get Hammer of the Emperor as well as part of the army alongside Cadians and Catachans, so that's really nice. And with their powerful weapons that they can bring in and hit the enemy with, I think this is going to be a really nice addition. Can't wait to try this out and involve some Scions in my list. I haven't played them alongside my Cadians yet properly, and so looking forward to doing that now. Next up is a fantastic change for any Lords of War that you're bringing in to the game with the Titanic keyword. So here it says that change the save characteristic of Astra Militarum Leman Russ models and Astra Militarum Titanic models to 2+. Now the Baneblade and the variants and the Marauder Bomber and loads of other Lord of Wars are all going to go from a 3+ save to a 2+ save, and don't forget they'll also get the Armour of Contempt update. So this is so good. This is really going to make them as tough as they should be. We're still going. There's a couple more to go through, and here this time it's all about tank orders. So it says when using the tank orders ability of a regiment tank commander model, you can select one friendly regiment vehicle unit, but excluding Titanic units, within 6 inches of that tank commander model instead of selecting a Leman Russ unit. this makes a lot of sense. And when I first started playing, I was sure I could just issue orders to any of the vehicles, but now I can pretty much accept the Titanic ones. So yeah, this makes a lot more sense now, and being able to use that tank commander to give your Chimeras, your Hellhounds, your Wyverns, any vehicle, these orders is going to be brilliant. So this is really going to help play in different lists, different tactics, and it's going to make it much more fun to involve the Leman Russ with some of the artillery. Now we've got the Voice of Command update, and it tells us in this one that each time a regiment unit with the Voice of Command ability issues one of the following orders to a regiment infantry unit, that same order can be issued to one or more other friendly regiment infantry units, excluding officer units, that are within 6 inches of the unit that order was originally issued to. And the orders this applies to are take aim, first rank fire, second rank fire, bring it down, forwards for the Emperor, get back in the fight, and fix bayonets. So I think before you could do this, but the unit had to have a Voxcaster, or each unit did. But now it just seems you don't have to, as long as that unit is within 6 inches of the unit that the order was originally issued to, then they can get the benefit of it. So that's really great. If you've got the units positioned carefully, you can really chain these orders along. And if you've taken in a company commander who's got 2 orders, you could do it in each direction and have it go right across the battlefield. There we go, some really nice updates. This balanced data slate was really good news for the Imperium Guard, and I'm really happy with these. But I'd love to know what you think. What's your favourite update out of this? And is this what you were expecting? I certainly wasn't expecting to make this video today, so really cool. And I'll just continue with an Astra Militarum day, I think. So there'll be another video coming up this evening, and that'll be Astra Militarum themed as well. Why not make the whole day about them? So cool. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. Really exciting news. But for now, thanks so much for watching. Please like if you like it, subscribe for more videos like this, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to join me next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'd like to say a huge thank you to my Patreon supporters who make these daily videos possible, and if you're interested in joining the community, it'd be awesome to see you there, and I'll put a link for that in the description down below.